are like, good, I love citizen spies. I love total government. I love a cross between the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. So, I mean, why should they care about us?
Well, they think, Alex, that you and me and others like us, they think that we don't have enough power to be able to move the masses. They think they have it made right now. They are fully convinced that they have it in the pocket, and there's nothing in the world that you and I can do about it. And they aren't worried about us one iota, because these little, these small meetings that we hold around the country and everything else, they say, oh, my gracious, we have it so made already.
Well, they're not worried because the general public only wants to put a sports jersey on and drink fluoridated water and loves losing their houses, loves losing everything, loves the left-right paradigm. And if they do wake up, they're just going to follow Glenn Beck, who's controlled opposition, right over a cliff. But I know in the end we're going to wake up and defeat them. It's kind of a mind game they play of being so, so incredibly arrogant. But Lindsay, I interrupted you on that point. We're going to cover the chronological event tomorrow. We're going to cover some other things, but you have a few more points. Give us those final preludes.
Well, baseball, apple pie, and beer, and they keep you happy, and they don't really think that there's
he even said that.
Yeah, to rise up. Okay, we're going to get tomorrow into the subject of the Devil's Messiah. Oh, this is going to startle you. When I gave this the other day in the studio, the people said, we've never heard anything such as this. The elite have a God. The elite are not atheists. In order to understand this and what their moral code is, I'm going to go into their moral code. Their moral code is basically evolution. They have so persuaded...
It's eugenics. Eugenics came out of evolution. It's social Darwinism. When they torture and murder children, it's their divine right, do as thou wilt, because they are the dominant one, and so they're helping the earth.
Well, they've rewritten the textbooks, and they have put in the religion of evolution, and believe you me, it is a religion. They did every bit of this, and they've done it over a period of years. As a result, they have persuaded people that they're nothing but evolutionized animals, and if they're nothing but evolutionized animals, then they have a right to act like it.
And so we can kill the old people and euthanize everybody because we're all just blobs. Exactly. We got to honor the earth, but not ourselves. Humans are trash. So he told you that too.
The elite worship something. But my question is, what do they worship? And there again, the name of the game is control. George Bush used to use the expression, God bless America. Okay, which God? That's the thing that the average American never stops. And the poor preacher in America today that's been so fooled into believing that he was talking about the God of the Bible that they worship, my goodness, quite to the contrary. He was talking about a God, but please wake up and realize which God this man was talking about.
All right, we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. What are the other bullet points we haven't gotten to?
Well, I think probably the most startling thing is going to be their schedule of events chronologically and how they plan to keep the stock market going up and up and up. Other things are going to be drastically affected, and there's definitely a timeline involved in every bit of this. I don't know how to give any more. I mean, I've got so many pages of notes here.
Well, randomly read some more to us, giving us a prelude for tomorrow.
Well, what I'll probably do tomorrow is start out with my very first set of notes here that I used the other day and go through them meticulously one at a time and explain the minute details in it, and then come down to money. Oh, my gracious. I'll get into the subject of money in depth tomorrow because the most sensitive part of anybody's anatomy is the rear pocket, and so I'm sure that you want to know what they had to say about money, where it's going, how they're going to do it, the timeline along that. Then I'll get into the third and the last of these, which is the Devil's Messiah, the churches, how they have affected them, how they've rewritten the textbooks in our schools, and basically how this man just literally poured himself out and said things that I am still sitting here stunned and amazed that anybody would ever dare to say.
Well, give us, in closing, a final look into when he talked about Devil Messiah, did he say our Messiah will soon be here?
No, he did not say that. For all practical purposes, they have accomplished about what they want to accomplish, and whatever man may step on the scene to do what they want done.
Well, then what did he mean by Devil Messiah? He just meant we've taken over the churches?
He basically meant, okay, here goes, and this is the buzz. This is should I say, the prime line. They, in order to be able to bring America to the state that it is right now, they had to remove America's God. That's putting it in a nutshell. I mean,
and they understood this. They had to make their new religion of eugenics the God, and they had to make the family be removed. Only the state can stand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was best expressed by Alexis de Tocqueville. And I'll just read you just a few sentences here. When he wrote his book after coming to America, this famous French author, and he said, I sought for the greatness and genius of America in her commodious harbors and her ample rivers, and it was not there. Her fertile fields and boundless prairies, and it was not there. In her rich mines and her vast world of commerce, and it was not there. Not until I went to the churches of America and heard her pulpits aflame with righteousness did I understand the secret of her genius and power. America is great because America is good, and if America ever ceases to be good, America will cease to be great. They knew that they had to remove America's God in order for it to be destroyed, and one of the first places they started was the pastors and the pulpits, and the pastors can't say anything anymore. Their hands are tied by 501c3, and Alexis de Tocqueville knew it. He said it. The elite knew it.
Well, Pastor Williams, tomorrow at 30 minutes into the show, you're with us for an hour and a half. Then we're going to set you up again. Keep an hour open Friday. In fact, as we end the show here, when it's over, I want to set up that Friday interview. We'll do Tuesday and Friday to get the full scope of this with you, and I want to ask all the listeners to contact their friends and family and have them tune in tomorrow. But in closing, I want to say this. Even if people don't believe in God, look at the United States. 4% of the world's population, half the wealth. Mexico has triple the wealth of minerals and oil and trees. Many other countries have more wealth, but they're slaves. It was the system of liberty that produced all this. Now we're going into bondage. And there's no doubt that that is the fact, and the system knew that. They want us dependent. They want us weak. Pastor Lindsey Williams, God bless you. We appreciate you coming on with us today. I'm Alex Jones signing off. We're going into retransmission now at Infowars.com. Great job to the crew. Great job to Nyhart, Hartman, everybody else back there. I will see you back live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central. I'm Alex Jones signing off.